Hello, you guys, and good morning. Welcome to your free masterclass on how to build an ex boyfriend blueprint map so that you can identify any challenges, anything that's gotten in the way of you attracting hello, everyone hopping on, the type of relationship that you deeply desire so that you can be a match for it. You can attract it and it can be attracted to you. And everyone hopping on, hello and welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here. Write in the comments where you are in the world. I'm so curious. Where are you in the world? I'm in Austin, Texas. And I'm really excited to do this with you guys. It's been so incredibly helpful for me, for all of my clients, for all my students, for my friends. And when we are willing to pause and to look at patterns, they reveal so much to us. Patterns reveal so much to us because they're showing what our field is holding, right? So if we're there, I'm going to make this even in India. How cool. Hi, Namita. Hello, good morning or good evening. I don't know what time it is for you. And so when we're willing to look at patterns, right? Do you guys know actually too that even all of our energy centers have geometric shapes, geometric patterns? Each one has its own. It's actually my background on my phone to remind me. I can show you guys. See this? Isn't that cool? So when we're willing to become conscious of patterns that we've experienced, we can then identify it and identify things, shift them because they're here, right? They're in our field. Because if when we're experiencing something, we can say, okay, wow, we can identify it and look at what's causing me to co-create this and what is it that I do want to experience. So that's what today is all about, because I know that you guys want to create and manifest loving, beautiful, harmonious partnerships. Our whole world wants that, right? I always think, I'm like, can you imagine if every single human on the planet did this work? Like, can you imagine if every single human on the planet did this work? So I really acknowledge you guys for showing up today and for being here, because this is purely for you to just alchemize anything that's been holding you back, alchemize things that have had you play small, not be in your sovereignty, not express yourself, or maybe be overbearing, right? Maybe overbearing and not as understanding or compassionate, and all the things us humans deal with, right? And I know our souls are coming into to learn things, and there's medicine and there's lessons and so much freedom on the other side of where we touch those points of that can be challenging, where there was pain or frustration. When we touch in that, we it's like it disintegrates. So today's intention is to look at, right, we're going to build an X blueprint map. I'm going to help you guys identify themes, patterns that have been showing up that are in your field, so we can transmute it so you can allow the man or the partner that you truly desire to be with to discover you, and it's in your field that you're a match for him. So before diving into the map, let's actually have this part be a part of the map. So what I want you guys to do on a piece of paper is I want you to you're going to create columns. Okay. So I want you to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The right one. Create, just to be safe, let's create 8 columns. Okay. That's funny. Just create 8 columns. And after you've done that, put a 1 in the box. So you're going to create on your piece of paper, you're going to have 8 columns. Okay. And before filling in those columns, so I want you to, on another piece of paper, just write the vision that you have for your love life. Like, what is it that you truly want to experience? Is it harmony? Is it safety? Is it play? Is it adventure? So you're doing 2 things. You're creating 1 piece of paper with 8 columns on it, right? So here, it's kind of like this, columns. And then on a second piece of paper, you're writing your vision. Write out like 3 main feelings. You can keep going if you want. There's never too much in terms of writing, or you can never spend too much time focusing on vision and what you want to experience because your consciousness is going there. So as you are writing out your vision, know that that is what we are creating we're going to identify anything that's standing in the way of that and transmute it. Are you ready? I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Everyone hopping on, I freaking love you. Write in the comments where you are in the world. And we're going to go for 60 minutes today. So we'll go for another 54 minutes. And you guys are going to leave here with a map, literally a map to support you in coding your energy field and having the power to shift what was no longer working to shift into what will work to manifest that incredible partner. It only gets better and better and better. Trust me. Trust me. When you do this work, like, I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you because you're by showing up, you're like, you have the willingness. You're like, I'm ready for change. I'm ready for the love of my life. I'm ready for an incredible partnership that's adventurous, safe, loving, respectful. Like, that's available for each and every single one of you. So I'm going to be quiet for a moment while you guys write vision or do your columns if you need to, but just really come into what is it that you want to experience in your dream love life? What is it? And journal in present tense as if it's already here. Okay, so wherever you are in that, know that you can always come back to this. You can actually always come back to every question that I ask you. And I spend time on vision, you guys, almost every single morning and for all areas of my life. And it's so crazy to see, like, there's times when I remembered I journaled on, I forgot because I do it. And you know how in the notes in your phone, it like saves the date. I had journaled on, I said, I'm going to launch a successful group program, blah, 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 before I had done a group program. A year and a half later, a year later, I'm launching a group program and it's great. I forgot I even wrote that, right? I like totally forgot. I'm like, this is what I want, man. Like, and then just forgot, right? Because you said it to the divine. You're like, take, may this energy pour through me so I can serve in this way. And you guys get this. The date, I look back on my notes because it shows the date. It was June 11th. June 11th, I wrote that out exactly a year later on June 11th. It was the day my group program started. I had no idea. I was like, what the heck? Right? Because the notes, like, it saves in your phone. I was like, that is so cool. So sometimes know that you don't have to pay attention to the time and you'll see beautiful synchronicities like that in this work. And it can be a month. There's things I've manifested that have come like a month later or 2 months later. I'm like, whoa, in like the most bizarre ways. So the power of sharing what you do want, focusing on vision, it works. Like, it makes a huge difference. So now what we're going to do is look at what isn't working so we can shift that. Okay, this has been so helpful for me to see the patterns and the type of men that I attract and how I've shown up and myself as a woman and what I'm calling in. Okay, so your first column, you're going to write out exes, like your ex-boyfriends. And I want you to write 3 names. And if you only have 1, that's fine. If you have 2, that's fine. If you have like 20, that's fine. You can actually write out, many names right now, but we're going to do 3 throughout this process. And then if you want to go back through into the other ones, that's fine as well. So write out in the first column, you're going to write exes and you're going to write the 3 names, and you can write more as well. But we want to focus on the recent ones or the ones that were most were most invested in, right? That like had more of you had a more of an emotional connection with. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the recent ones, but the ones that impacted you the most and vice versa. Okay? So when you've done that, put a 1 in the comment box. Put a 1 in the comment box when you're complete with writing out 3 ex-boyfriends, or 1 if you only have 1, 2 if you had 2. But if you had 3, write that out. And I'm juicing you guys. Wow. My friends took me out Saturday night for my birthday. It was really fun. We had so much fun. And Sunday morning, I was like, I'm going to juice. So I'm juicing until tonight. So I still have 3 days, and then my friends are taking me out to a birthday dinner tonight. So I'm going to break it at birthday dinner, have lots of delicious food. But I always feel great when I clear. So writing out your X's, when you're complete with that, put a 1 in the comment. So I know that you have done that. Good job. Thank you, Divya. Thank you, love. I'm so proud of you guys for doing this. I always come back to, if everyone in the world did this work, we would collectively experience heaven on earth. And as you guys are doing this, you're coating your field with the frequencies, with the vibrations, with the energy, the entities of love and harmony and grace, and safety and presence and holiness, right? You're creating that in your field. You're being open to that by dissolving, by becoming conscious of what thoughts or what codes have had you attract what wasn't necessarily what you fully really wanted to experience, what you're meant to evolve and to come into. So this work is so powerful. So in the next column, and don't be shy, you guys. Don't be shy. Comment away. Come in, play with us. And the next column, you're gonna write the relationship challenges. Okay, so you're gonna put relationship challenges at the top, and then thank you, Carolina. Thank you, hon. And then you're gonna look at each man or each partner, and you're gonna write the challenges that you had in the relationship, right? So the bottlenecks, the things that you guys came up against. So I'm going to give you some time. I'm going to play some music and give you guys some time on this one, and then we'll move into the next one. But this is powerful. So for each one, you're going to write the challenges that you came up against. And whenever if you want to, feel free to share as well inside here, if you see what challenges, if you want to share anything, please do. That's what this is for. So go ahead and take some time. I have a candle here lit for you guys. And my dog just sat up. Hi, honey. I'll find some nice music.
I'm going to make a bold statement and say that
So anyone, please share or just let me know that you're complete with this. If you are complete with this one, put a 2 in the comments. I know this one can take a little bit longer. I'm gonna give you guys more time. And when you're complete with this one, put a 2 inside the comments. Okay, so now we'll move into the next column. And for the next one, and you guys write, if you have any questions, go ahead and share. For the next one, you're gonna write personal challenges. So this is where we call the power into you, right? So when there's a breakdown in a relationship or there's challenges in a relationship, it's sourced. Of course, you guys are co-creating the dynamic, and the part that we have control over is the part that you're sourcing and calling in and experiencing. So personal challenges is where you're going to look at, wow, like I manifest or I create this. So, and we're taking it out. So you have these two humans that were doing the dance, right? You and your exes. And when there's a friction, right? Or there's something that's not working, or there's lack of ease, there's lack of harmony. There's something in you that's been a magnet for this experience, right? So we got to look at what that is, because that's where we have the power to shift and to then create harmony. So for example, if one of the relationship challenges that you wrote out was let's say you work out like you wrote out, I never felt heard or understood, right? Or he never understood me, or if you guys want to share some, I can help you with this too. If you want to share what your relationship challenges are, I can help you identify the personal challenge. But the personal challenge then would be like, wow, I don't allow myself to be heard and understood or respected, right? Because if we're when we're entertaining anything, we're a match for it. So we're moving from looking at the relationship challenges to then identifying the personal challenges, because then we can shift that and be a match for the partner who is what the type of partner that we truly desire. That's how powerful our field is, and how we think, how we feel, how we be, and how we show up. So we're going from looking at the relationship challenges to then looking at the personal challenges. So if you felt like, if you want to share any of your relationship challenges, I can help with that. It can help with the personal ones most definitely, right? If you feel like if you feel like there wasn't trust in the relationship, then what do you feel that personal challenge would be, right? Like, I don't trust men, or I don't trust myself, or what? So we're going deeper and we're bringing it to you, so we have the power to create magic from that spot. So we're going from the relationship challenge, and then the third column is personal challenge. So we have X's in the first column, relationship challenges in the second column, personal challenges in the third column. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So I'll give you guys some time to journal on that. And when you're done, Carolina, Divya, everyone, Namita, put a comment in there. And if you need me to slow down and give you more time to journal, also feel free to share that. So now, in that, I know some of you are still journaling. I would love to hear what some of those personal challenges are. For me, when I did this, I had wrote down not feeling heard, respected, or like my vote mattered. Whoa, right? So if I'm believing that, then of course I'm going to manifest partners who have a vote that really matters, right? Who are super powerful and are dominating. Because you see that? You see how there's something in us that has us attract the experience or the partner that we attract. So I'll say it a million times, I'm so proud of you guys for doing this, for looking at these patterns. So if anyone wants to share, please share. And the first person to actually share this, I'm going to gift you my Manifest Your Evolved Man course for free. It's a $2,000 value, and I'm going to give it to you for free. The first person to share their personal challenges in relationship. This is me inviting you guys to share because there's so much more I can work with and engage with you when I hear and know what it is that your personal challenges are. So go ahead and share that in the comments, and the first one to share will get my Manifest Your Evolved Man course for free. And that was totally unplanned. That was totally unplanned. If you write in the comments what are your personal challenges? Hi, Anne. Cheer to heart. Hi, Anne. Good morning, beautiful. So, what are those? What is that for you? Vulnerability. There we go. She gets the course. Good job, babe. Okay, so being vulnerable. Absolutely. Wow. And when we have a hard time being vulnerable and authentic, then of course, then we have a hard time connecting and feeling that genuine connection, which we all crave, right? Is genuine connection. So thank you for sharing, love. And everyone feel free to share. She says, opening my heart. So beautiful. If you can relate to her, give us a 3 in the comments. If you can relate to her, give us a 3 in the comments. Thank you so much. And email Hadeas, I hope I'm saying your name right. Email support@thebravelady.com. And we'll get you access to your course that you just won. Thank you, everyone sharing now. Okay, I love it. So, let me put this here really quick. This is so good. You guys are engaging. This is so much more fun for me too when I could hear and see where you guys are at. Nicole said she relates to you, love. Carolina says, I want to share. I lack confidence in my value. I don't trust them to really be there for me. Wow. And so thank you for sharing that, love. And did you notice a pattern of feeling like they weren't there for you, like your last partners, like they weren't actually there for you? Did you see that come up? And Stephanie said feeling naive. Oh my gosh, girl, I can totally relate. Like feeling naive or feeling foolish almost, or like, like being embarrassed. I can so relate to that. Thank you, Stephanie. Divya said, I am not good enough. Oh, I totally understand all of these challenges. Thanks, you guys, for sharing so much. And the reason this is also or Divya said, I don't have anything to offer in my relationship. Wow. That's beautiful. So to recognize, so not seeing your value and not being anchored in your value. So then feeling unworthy, of course, in partnership. That's beautiful to recognize. And the reason it's so powerful to have you guys share too is because you see yourself in one another, right? You're like, wow, I'm not alone in this. So thank you for your guys' courage, for your vulnerability, for your honesty. It's so helpful. So I invite it and I continue to invite it. And the next thing that I want you guys to do is write out, is to look at all the personal challenges that you wrote out for each relationship. And I want you to circle themes. So if you notice you wrote the word not feeling heard, or you several times, or you said not feeling understood, or you said not enough, or you said naive, like whatever it is that you wrote several times, we're going to look for themes. Okay. So I want you to identify a theme and circle it. And so the next column is going to be theme. So the fourth column says theme, and you're just going to write out the themes that you see from your past partnerships. And then when you're done with that, come in here and share that. Whoop. And I'll play some music for you guys. Okay, so please feel free and share. Carolina said commitment and trust. Wow. So, wow. Thank you for sharing that. Stephanie said that I didn't speak up for myself. Wow. So, owning your voice, that's powerful. Because when you don't own your voice in relationships feel suffocating and inauthentic. And so, relationships, an invitation, or life, or now there's an invitation to own your voice and to know that it's safe to do so. And that's a practice. And when you do it, you're like, wow, so much freedom will open up for you, Stephanie. And you're like, I'm never going back to that old self, because this is what life's about: freedom, authenticity, alignment, integrity. So that's so beautiful. I'm really excited for you to have that breakthrough and to manifest and to be in partnership where you're sharing your voice. It's going to be a whole different experience for you in the best way ever. And I know what it's like to not speak up. It's so suffocating, and it's like you feel trapped. So anyone else, feel free to share what themes you see. And this is so powerful. So we're in the theme, it's so important to recognize, or to come into the place of I, right? Like Stephanie said, I didn't speak up for myself, right? So for Carolina, it may be like, I didn't trust someone to have my back, or I didn't trust myself, right? So you want to, and Bloom said, altering myself to be loved. Wow. So pretzeling, right? Or shifting to be loved. That's so powerful to recognize, right? See that level of ownership, and that they're like, wow, like this is what I would do. Like, right? I had this thing, you guys, I was afraid if I was too powerful that I wouldn't be loved. So I would like dim my power and dim my light. And I've like bawled to my best friend about this. I was like, man, like it felt so real, and who knows, it could be from another lifetime. But then the trapped, how you feel trapped when you're hiding your power, or you're altering yourself to be loved, when the truth is there's partnership that exists where you're fully in your sovereignty and in your autonomy, which is what we all want, right? Is freedom and being in partnership. And when we shift ourselves to be loved, we're imprisoned. So I'm so happy that you guys are identifying this stuff, because this is where we create magic. So under the themes part, you want to write out, really come to this eye, like, well, I've had I'm altering myself to be loved, or I don't speak up for myself, or I'm not committed, or I'm not I don't trust someone to have my back, whatever the I, right? So you're looking for themes. Okay. And I didn't feel supported and protected. Wow. So thank you for sharing that, Sanita. And so what we want to do is, if you didn't feel supported and protected, what's the belief in you that's co-creating that, right? Like, I'm not worthy of support. I don't believe I'm worthy of protection. You see the difference in I didn't feel? So that would be under the personal challenge. And now in the theme, I want us to look at like the beliefs that are generating the experience. So it may sound like I am not protected. I don't believe I'm worthy of protection. Right? So, and then Carolina says, I lack confidence in me. Thank you for sharing that. Divya said, lack of self-worth. Thank you for sharing that. Woo! This is so good, you guys. This is so good, because we're identifying what's been co-creating the past experiences. You guys are pulling out the gold. You're pulling it out. So now we're going to move over into, when did this first appear in life, right? So when did this first start? Like, it didn't start with your last ex-boyfriend. It didn't start before. There's a reason that or the boyfriend before that, there's a reason that you manifested the partners that you manifested and had the experiences that you had. So with the awareness, we can then be like, wow, and we can really see it for what it is, rather than being in the drama of it, right? So when did this first start in your life? It could be that maybe you had a mom, maybe you felt like your mom didn't protect you when she needed to, right? So then you created the belief, I'm not worthy of protection. So this is where so in this column, which we're at, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're in the 5th column. When did this first appear in life? So, and this can be emotional, childhood. So get specific with it. And then we'll move on to the next question, okay? I'm sending you guys so much love and grace and curiosity and just awareness and understanding and compassion. Okay, as you journal on this. Okay, I know that some of you are still on this question, and that's fine. And I know some of you are done with this question, you're ready for the next one. So if you're still on this one, keep with it. And then when you're ready, come to the next one. And those of you that are ready for it, what I want you to write out is, let me think, actually, I might shift something. Stephanie, thank you for sharing that, babe. I'm going to share that with everyone. So you said, when does this first appear in my life? And now I want you to journal on. Okay, so I want you to write out what thoughts, limiting beliefs, so the blocks that I take on, or do I hold from this past experience. So literally write out all the thoughts, right? Like, my voice doesn't matter, I'm not smart, whatever, like, right, I'm too weird to be loved, like all, like we're trying to list it all out. Like it's already in the thought process, right? Which is then having you manifest the partner to mirror it. So we're going to just literally pull it into your awareness. This way it can't slip by your awareness and be consciously unconsciously impacting your life. So list out all the thoughts in column 6, okay? Okay, so now I'm so proud of you guys for doing this work. I keep saying that because I know the courage that it takes and the power that's going to come with it. I'm also connected to the vision of what you do want and what you're manifesting and what you're calling in by doing this. So I'm like excited for that. I'm celebrating that in this process as well. So now I want you to write out in the next column, what is it that I do want? Right? So you've listed what's the limiting blocks are where you've been manifesting these experiences. So now you want to look at what is it that I do want? So usually not what I don't want. It's like, what do I do want? Is it that, oh, wow, my vote matters. I'm respected. I'm loved. I'm worthy. I'm valuable. I'm heard. I'm seen. Like, what is that for you? I'm adored. Like, what is it that you're really wanting? What do you want? What's the opposite of the belief that you've had? What is it that you do want? What's that plant that we're going to water and grow? Okay, so write that out in column 7. Okay, so now you're gonna journal on in the next column. What opens up for me when I choose to believe that blank is possible for me? And this is what you're sharing that you do want. What opens up for me when I choose to believe that blank is possible for me? So that my voice matters, that I am loved, that I'm adorable, like that I'm supported, that I am protected. What will open up for you in your life as you choose to believe that? So take a moment and journal on that. Okay, now I think I'm giving you an extra column, and I know I only told you 8, so if you need to write this on another piece of paper, that's fine, is this next question. If I truly trusted that was available for me, what you just shared was possible for you, what would I be thinking and feeling and doing right now? If you truly trusted that the feeling protected and being loved and your voice, being heard, what would you be thinking, doing, and feeling right now? So journal on that. And when you're done with that, go ahead and put a 4 in the comments. Stephanie gave a 4. Okay. Let me see here. So, wow. So as you, and I want to share what Stephanie said she's done with that. Stephanie, tell me what you wrote you would be thinking, doing, and feeling right now. Will you share that? Stephanie had shared one of her challenges was when I was in grade 1, I was doing something weird and I was told not to do that from a fellow classmate. I remember feeling really ashamed and I didn't feel like I could act like myself. Isn't that crazy after an experience and then to not act like yourself when I'm sure you're amazing, your authentic self, and that's what the world needs and wants more of. So it sounds like you get to be really weird, Stephanie. It sounds like you really get to go out and be as weird as possible and know that you're safe in that and that you're loved in that. I think my belief is that everyone wants to be weird and outrageous and just like a 5-year-old. Like they want to I say 5-year-old because it's really our authentic self comes out and plays. But at somewhere along the lines, we stop being that 5-year-old because of instances like this, when that 5-year-old boy or girl is just dying to come out and play, which is why at our Brave Life experiences, like, I'm like, we're bringing that 5-year-old out so she can stay out and she can live in freedom. It's so fun for me to watch. Carolina said, I would feel so free and at peace. I wouldn't be second guessing everything that I do or say or everything everyone else says or does. I would enjoy. Wow. So it sounds like also dropping fear of judgment is what I'm sensing with what you're sharing. Wow. Okay. So we only have 8 minutes left and I'm so freaking proud of you guys. So with everything that you just shared of what you would be thinking, feeling, doing, that is what I invite you to practice now, right? To practice now and to code your field, your consciousness. You are a life force. You have a life force flowing through your body. We're living in a sea of information. She said, I would unapologetically be myself. Yes. So there's information all around us, whatever our field is sending. We have a field that's sending out a signal, and that's our heart creates a magnetic field. It goes 6 feet or more in the direction. So it's invisible to the eye, but we all have it. So whatever we are thinking, feeling, and being, we're summoning that experience, right? Which is why we see patterns, which is why patterns are so cool to see. You see some people who go up into their 80s and they have the same experience over and over again. It's like so obvious, right? It's so black and white. So you guys just looked at all the patterns and what you were attracting in your past relationships, which give yourself a round of applause because that's a big deal. A BFD, okay? So now you're looking at, whoa, what is it that I do want to experience? Right? Stephanie wants to be her unapologetic self. That gets to start now. That doesn't get to start all of a sudden when you're in it with a man who lets you be yourself or who you feel comfortable around. It's, whoa, this is who I am and this is what I'm available for. And that way, if there's someone who, you want to show your authentic self so they can fall in love with that, right? I think Stephanie sent the emoji like this, but it says wash hands, but I know when you're talking about like this. So, it could be like I speak like for, it could be I speak up, right? I share my thoughts. Like Stephanie said, I didn't speak up for myself. So it'd be, I speak up for myself, or I, choose to believe that I know I'm protected. It's not about waiting for someone to protect me. It's, I am the resonance of that. And then you all of a sudden start to see it and you start to co-create it and you start to bring it into your experience. What? Okay, this is so amazing. I'm so proud of you guys. And I also have something very special for you because I know you just sat here for the last hour going into doing this work, going into essentially your shadow, right? You just started to touch upon, whoa, like what's been in the unconscious that's been having me manifest it so I can pull it forward and I can create something different. I can create that adventurous, on fire, in love, authentic, powerful, aligned partnership, aligned life. Like I know that everyone on here is committed to that. And it's so neat to see. So I want to reward that as well. So I know you guys have probably heard me talk about my Brave Life experience that is life changing, where everything that we just journaled on, I have you apply it in real time. So for example, Stephanie being weird, you wanting to be weird and you closing that off, I would customize a challenge for you to break through that so your body can realize it. Because right now your mind gets it, and that's knowledge, which is so helpful because we're creating synaptic connections here. And the next step is for your body to get it, because this is the subconscious. And when we can have the body realize, whoa, I can do this, I can have this new experience and I'm still safe, I'm still okay. We're literally entering into a new timeline, and we're opening up and we're seeing possibility where we wouldn't have seen it before. And we're stepping into the unknown, and we're being present, and we're coming alive, and we're anchoring all of this into our field, into our body. So that way it's not just up here, not just this idea. It's our body is like, whoa, like I can just now go be my goofy self, and it's who I am. And I live from that space. So that's why I'm obsessed with the in-person experience, because it anchors it in for a lifetime. It's a gift that you give yourself for a lifetime. We had so many women who, after the Brave Life experience, tell me, I quit my job. She's like, so many, not just one, but multiple women left their jobs because they realized, wow, that was no longer in alignment for me. And they had the confidence and self-trust of what their dream was. We had so many women who, once they got their ticket, before the experience even started, they manifested their partners because they were like, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready. And so that first breakthrough was giving this experience to themselves. So because you guys are so committed, I have something really special for you. I'm giving you half off a Brave Life ticket until midnight tonight. And the code, that special code is MAP. And this is where you can get your ticket for only half off. And it ends tonight at midnight. I would love to see you in person. Code MAP. There you go. And we get to play in person. It's in Austin, Texas, December 2nd through the 5th. And you get half off until midnight. So you can go grab your ticket and you can celebrate with me that you got your ticket. And we get to play in person. I get to see you in person. We get to do this work in person. We get to dismantle and replace any of those sticky, crunchy, limiting beliefs, self-doubts, like lack of value, lack of self-confidence that's holding you back from the type of profound, ecstatic, beautiful relationship that you desire, and the life, you guys, like where you feel alive, where you're like, I can be weird in Starbucks or in Whole Foods, or, like I'm free. Like I'm free in my body. I'm free in this experience. Like I can take up space. I can speak up for myself in partnership. I can be vulnerable. I can show my soft underbelly. I can feel connected. I can feel at home in relationship. So if you have any questions about that, please ask. The code MAP gives you half off your Brave Life ticket. It's the bravelifeexperience.com. It's in Austin, Texas. It's going to be profound. It's going to be so fun, so beautiful. It's going to be life-changing. You're going to literally, like, we had so many women who were like, I just want to do this every weekend. And for this one, we had women buy tickets for like their friends or their daughter because she wanted her daughter to have this experience. Like it's so magical what's created and what you're going to learn about yourself that's going to last you a lifetime. I believe that this is the greatest gift that you can give yourself. And it's such an honor to facilitate and to gather and bring this together. And I always feel it's like so beyond me. Like it has nothing to do with me. It's like, there's this energy that's wanting to come through. It's wanting to pour through you. There's things that are wanting to be alchemized and touched by the light to be liberated so that you can evolve and expand and be your fullest expression and in your autonomy and in your sovereignty and manifest a partner from that place. So I hope you guys are so excited. I'm so excited. This code gives you half off. It expires tonight at midnight. Go get your ticket now and then direct message me on Instagram and say that you got it because I want to give you another little surprise with it. Okay? So get your ticket, use code MAP, And also for lodging, there's so many girls that want to lodge with other women. So after you get your ticket, you're put into a Facebook group and you can meet women in there to lodge with as well. You can meet a brave sister and say, "Hey, I'm looking to lodge with someone." And there's so many, like that part's easy. There's so many options, and Austin's amazing. So you get ready to come. Get ready for me to challenge you. Hi, Vivian. Vivian's on here. Get ready for me to challenge you and to help you in real time. We're going to do some journaling. And most importantly, we're going to apply it. You're going to be going out into the world with a team. You guys are going to be put in teams to bust through these limiting beliefs so it becomes anchored into your body so that you can walk into wherever you are with a big smile on your face. Like you're going to glow and you're going to feel the freedom. You're going to feel that sense of freedom. And your partner, okay, here's the thing. You guys are going to manifest men and women, dogs, everything is going to be attracted to you because you're going to be increasing your personal power and your magnetism so much that there's going to be so much that's naturally attracted to you. And then you're going to choose the partner who's right for you. And we're going to help with that as well, right? Discernment. And so it's really cool because then the new challenge is, wow, I'm manifesting so much, like, and so much is coming towards me, and distinguishing what's best for you because you're going to increase your life force and your field, and it's automatically attractive. Like you just become so attractive because people see that glow. And you're going to feel it, you're going to experience it, and then you're going to say yes to the partner who's right for you. And it's going to happen like this. So get your ticket, braveliveexperience.com. Code MAP will give you half off. I cannot wait to meet you in person. I'm so excited. And great job today, you guys. Great job for doing this work. Great job for trusting me, for trusting yourself. And may your next big breakthrough be giving yourself this experience to anchor everything that we just did into your body through what I will facilitate with you as you go out into the world and you're like, okay, let's do this. I'm ready. I'm ready. And I know that you guys are, and I cannot wait to see you in person. And great job for doing this work, for going into looking at the challenges and for focusing on vision. So as you buy your ticket, come into what is it that I really want? Like, what's so important to me? Wow, like feeling free, feeling adventurous, like confident. You guys, if it wasn't for me having done the work that I facilitate, there is no way that I would have the opportunities in life that I have now. Like, because I had to become the woman who was available for it. I had to lean on faith. I had to show up, right? And that, whatever that is for you, it could be totally different. It could be you want to go live in the mountains of New Zealand, or you know, whatever that is for you, that's what you're going to create as you anchor in this trust in yourself, as you own your voice, as you choose to identify what you really want, and you're a match for the type of man and partner you want. Like, we're going to anchor that into your body so that you have that confidence and that faith, and you are that energetic match for what it is that you deeply desire. So I'm really excited. This is like, at our last experience, I kept saying like, wow, like there's nothing else I would rather be doing right now than just witnessing this. It's so powerful. And I think about the women who, when they stay stuck or they stay just in not owning their voice and attracting men who aren't a match, and just into thinking and like putting it off. And then 5 years later, like being older and being in the same place, it's like, no, like that gets to stop now. Like we get to call your power back and your energy back, and you get to create an extraordinary life right now. So DM me after you have your ticket. I have another surprise for you. Code MAP will give you half off. I cannot wait to meet you guys in person. And I'm so proud of you. And I will see you all very soon. I'm celebrating you guys big time. I love you. DM me.